technical difficulties. That was really weird. A video that I had in the queue to play and watch later or something. I guess that's where it was from. I don't even remember selecting that one. But anyway, a video started playing from YouTube and I could hear it in my earbuds and it interrupted my live. So I had to go out and come back in. That's why my video stopped. There was only one person in here, so should be okay. But if the one person comes back in, that's what happened. So I just took my blood sugar, my ketones, and I was explaining that I'm trying to get back into ketosis. And for some reason, my body is very stubborn about getting into ketosis. So I think my blood sugar is 99 after a meal, which is pretty good. And it was 141 earlier. Was it today? Or maybe that was last night. Anyway, whatever. No, maybe that was this morning. Sorry. I did have a 144 blood sugar recently. So my ketones have been out of whack, I wasn't in ketosis this morning. And I feel like my blood sugar wasn't that bad today. Maybe it was 141 last night. Anyway, after I ate, I'm just taking my thyroid medicine, a T3 called liothyronine. Hello. Oh, it popped out again. Oh, I thought I had a water bottle full. I do not. Now I have capsules in my mouth and no water. Oh, you know what? That's why my dog's being weird. I fed my big dog and I forgot to feed my little one. Oh, I need to give him his medicine. Okay. You just set this down. I don't have a tripod. Sorry, peeps. Well, I do, but it's not with me. There we go. Take the rest of them. I have to take 4 capsules. And I was just going to show you the other supplement that I'm taking that it's called NAC. Can't remember the full name of it, but it helps something about it helps antioxidants. Come here. But somebody told me it would help my thyroid. Come here. Come here and go outside. Oh, I know what is wrong. I'm acting like he ate and he didn't eat. And so he's looking at me like, well, where's my food? I'm sorry. Mommy thought in my head of feeding you and then I didn't do it. Because I had to give the puppy his medicine and his food and you know, antibiotic, pain pill, all that stuff. We did that, and I forgot to give my other dog his food. So here we go. This is called Nulo. Supposed to be a good brand. My little dog, though, as soon as he heard the can pop yesterday because I had canned food for my puppy. Hello, BK. Thanks. I agree, he's cute. He's kind of a booger, but he's cute. So, I have 2 dogs. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. How about you? So, I do health and wellness channel. That's what mine is. And as you can see, it's called Carnivore Catherine, which means that I eat low carb, high fat diet, which is carnivore, meat, animal products, eggs. I could do cheese, but I kept cheese out. But I'm just trying to heal my thyroid. And I think it's working because my labs turned out better. I have a update with my keratin. Here, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here. Oh, I don't have my tripod on me, so it's kind of tricky. I just have one hand. I'm gonna put my phone in one hand, and I have a no coffee latte. It's basically a butter latte with vanilla and vanilla and iodine and collagen. Or I'm putting collagen in it, so it's butter. Put this in here. This is why I wish I had both hands right now, so I could make sure and not let this clump up. So my big dog, you can look at my recent videos. He had to have emergency surgery. So look back at that. And then I also ride horses, and I had an update about that incident that happened at the barn. So normally I would put an egg in. Here we go again. Why like done doesn't mean anything to me. Can you explain what like done means? Like and subscribe? Is that what that means? Maybe that's what that means. Here, I'm using one hand and making a no coffee latte. Should have put more water in this. Anyway, 2 tablespoons of collagen, some vanilla, a little bit of stevia for a natural sweetener. I'm going to start using allulose or glycine because they are actually supplements. Maybe not the allulose because I heard that can cause gut issues, but I did order the glycine, and I can use it for sweetener, even though it's a good supplement to use. Anyway, it's good for you. So, hey, Wida, my day is going well. How's your evening going, right? You're in evening? It's been kind of a calm day. I don't have a lot going on today, so I thought I would do a video. I did say I was going to do a video yesterday, but I wasn't able to get on because it ended up getting, well, my day went by too fast, and then it ended up getting busy. Trying to close my collagen bag with one hand is a bit impossible. So this is the brand of collagen I use. Not sponsored. Anthony's collagen peptide powder, types 1 and 3. It's just plain collagen, which is good. I don't like to do a lot of flavored stuff and artificially sweetened stuff. Every time I add something new to my diet, it could send my body for a loop-de-loop, trying to stay in ketosis. So here's my lovely drink. So it's a butter latte. It also has electrolytes in it. That's good. 1:48 a.m. What are you doing up? Oh, medical duty. Oh, I see. Are you a nurse or a doctor or something? I'm a caregiver too, but I work in private homes. Lately, I haven't been working because I'm waiting to take my test. I need to check today and see if they have scheduled my test for me yet. Night shift. That's crazy. You start at 11 p.m. Emergency. Ah, okay. Is it a long shift? Do you work 8 hours or 12 hours? For a while, I was working 12-hour shifts. Hello, Richard. How are you? Richard, are you the one that has diabetes? And we were talking about that. Good. I'm glad you're good. Are you the same Richard? Oh, okay. Okay, good. I did remember. And Wida was in here when you were in here too. No case till now. 16-hour duty. Wida. That's crazy. That means you hardly had time to sleep. Oh, I need to finish my dog's food. I'm a big meanie. Yeah, how many hours do you sleep, Wida? Okay, just put a little water on my dog's food, nothing special. A lot of times I'll put meat broth on their food because I eat meat and I end up with broth, but I don't have any right now. There you go, little dog. What are you doing? You didn't like the wet? He wiped his nose off. He doesn't like it wet, I guess. Silly boy. Oh, you're trying to get to the doctor, Richard? Well, that's rough when you've got diabetes like that. And if I remember, it's type 1, which means um, you had it since you were young, right? Ooh, you started today with keto, carnivore. Nice, Greeny, Ed, Mimi, Greeny, Dead, green-eyed. Sorry, I can't read. It's all squished together. Green-eyed Mimi. Wow, good, good. Oh, you have type 2 diabetes, Richard. Okay. I'll just call you Mimi. That's good. That'll make it easier. Yeah, 5 hours, 2 jobs. Oh my gosh. Okay. You probably don't run the floor as much as the people who are not supervisors. Am I right? Maybe I'm wrong. Man, you work a lot, Wida. Mimi, what made you switch to keto carnivore? And what were you doing before? I had steak. Nobody asked, but I'll tell you anyway. Today I had steak at 11 something, 11:15. That's about what time I usually eat. Sun's coming through my window. Um, you were on keto already, but you're switching over, Mimi, to more of a carnivore diet? Is that what I'm hearing? So I had, it's so nice to have people who are actually talking about the topic and not dragging us off into La La Land or being rude. Sorry, the light is really weird. There, I'll move into this corner. Uh, more meat. Oh, cool. So what kind of meats do you eat so far? Well, you just started today. So I had steak and I actually bought mussels. I know that sounds weird, but they were frozen and really easy to cook. Um, you have 4 rabbits and 2 rare ancient type rainbow parrots. Wow, Wida. That's cool. Chicken with rice and zucchini. I would think that the rice would shoot your blood sugar off into space, Richard. That's what I would think. It would. It would me. I'd encourage you to go lower carb. Then you don't have to dose up so hard on insulin. Um, you had just a little rice. Can I ask you a really nosy question, Richard, about um diabetes, your diabetes? How was your blood sugar after that meal? Green, Mimi, less than 30? Oh, less than 30 carbs. Cool. Cool. Yeah, work your way down to 20 carbs, which would actually I would work my way down to 20 and then down to 10. Your blood sugar was 140 after that meal. Well, that's pretty good, but you probably dosed up with insulin. Am I right? Okay. So, Richard, the other thing you can do is eat meats that are ruminant, like lamb and beef. And there's other meats that are ruminant. You can look them up. Um, Bison, if you can get it. No, that's mine, Chuki. Don't come around here and get. You ate, so don't come around here and get into my drink. That's mama's. So, yeah, so that's why you could keep your blood sugar under control. But I bet you wouldn't need as much insulin if you did a lower carb meal. So, my dog just burped. I don't know if you heard that. Probably did. Oh, and yeah, diabetes. Actually, everyone should check. Everyone should have access to a continuous glucose meter at least for a short term to be able. Sorry, I had to swap out my earbud. Is it on? Just a second. Just a second. I'm gonna check my earbud because it gives me better sound. Usually it says in my ear that it's connected and it didn't say so, but it is connected. So, anyway, well, I'm pre-diabetic and I don't like it. So I'm working on lowering my blood sugar and raising my ketones. Hello, Eek. For some reason I don't remember you. How are you though? So I think everyone should have access to a continuous glucose monitor, CGM, at least for a month so they can see what's happening, a month here and there. But you can't get it if you're not diabetic. The Therian. Oh, yes. Oh, we had this conversation. I remember now. Okay. I remember. Um, so how is your day, Eek? I'm drinking a no coffee latte. It's actually pretty good. It's got collagen, electrolytes. You're doing bad. Why are you doing bad, Eek? So, it's got hot water, 2 tablespoons of collagen, um, a teaspoon of vanilla. I have never been to New York. No, I haven't. I've been to Georgia. I think maybe Georgia is the only Eastern time zone place. No, and Florida. I've been to Georgia and Florida. So, Richard, thanks for asking. Have you ever been to the West Coast, Richard? I'm in Washington State on the east side of the mountains, which means that it's drier than Seattle. People always think of Seattle when they think of Washington State, but that is not where I'm at. Do you want back up on the bed, buddy? Huh? Show you what my dog's doing. You want back up on the bed? He's on my um he's on my Life Pro vibration plate. Come on then. Get up. That boy. Come over. Come on. Excuse my mess. I'm gonna change my sheets so I haven't made my bed. Come on. Jump. Yes. Anyway, so oh, Eeg, did you mention that your dad had stage 4 cancer before? Second round of chemo. He can't because he's has a sinus infection. Chemo will knock your immune system out. Mm. So Richard, for the replay, Richard said that he'd like to go out west. I'm sure you would like it. It's different than New York. I'm very sorry to hear it too, Eek, about your dad. That's tough. Tell him to eat low carb. I'm serious about that. Lowering blood sugar will do everything to help the cancer to heal and go away. So you've got a lot going on, Eeg. I'm sorry. I'm looking back at your comments so I can follow because you said your best friend's mom was taken in an ambulance. I'm really sorry. Richard, you're under the weather too? Well, maybe this is the day for us to all encourage one another. Why are you under the weather, Richard? Are you not feeling well? So, Mimi, I missed what you ate. Maybe you didn't share, or maybe I just missed it. Mm. So I had a hamburger patty. I bought some frozen ones that are just beef, that's all. They don't have any additives. Sometimes you buy hamburger patties from the store, the frozen ones, and they have a bunch of stuff added. Check the package. Make sure they're pure beef. Anyway, and then I had a piece of steak left over from yesterday, so a small piece of steak and a hamburger patty and a little handful of mussels, the kind from the ocean in the shell, like clams, but mussels. And that's a bummer, Richard. You have a cold. And so I had that and with butter and garlic and salt. Garlic and salt overall. It was good, but my ketones went up a little bit, but they're going up really slowly. I was hoping that maybe the muscles might pull me up into ketosis. I wanted to get sardines, but last night all I could find were sardines with seed oils in them and other things like tomato sauce and different things and different ingredients. But tomorrow I'm going to hit the Costco and grab a big chuck roll. I know I hadn't had mussels in a while, and these mussels are all frozen and ready to go. They did have some grit in there. I had like, what is this? Spice or what? No, it was a little bit of sand. But anyway, I know my mother harvested her own mussels one time at the beach because she lived there. And she cooked them and she said I couldn't eat them. I think raw they look like flesh, like so does beef though. Anyway, she eats meat. But anyway, it was funny. She said I couldn't eat them. Couldn't bring myself to eat them. But I ate them just fine. And they tasted pretty good. So I almost bought some crab meat, but it was kind of expensive. There was a big can for $14, $15. But it would have lasted me a long time. I'm sorry you have a cold, Richard. I hope you get well soon. Yeah, these were just frozen mussels, and so they're easy. You're supposed to cook them from frozen, so I just tossed them in the pan with some butter and cooked my steak and my hamburger with it. Jamaican beef patties. Ooh. Some jerk seasoning. So I have to be careful of seasonings. I do a little bit of hot sauce because I can tolerate it. And I'm eating sour cream, but only a little bit. I have a tendency to want to dip my steak into something, so I dip it in a little hot sauce and sour cream or mustard. Jamaican beef patties are full of carbs. What else do they have in them, Richard? Curious. Okay, Eeg. Hey, I'll be praying for you, for your friend's mom, and for your dad. I hope you feel better. That's a lot to carry. I hope that you pray and release it to God. Thinking about changing your name on YouTube. Well, that's cool. Okay. All right, Eeg. Have a really good day. I hope that you enjoy school. So, Richard, if they only have beef, then how would they have lots of carbs? Because beef doesn't have carbs. Eek, I missed it. What in real life? I said something about giving it to God. Eek said no in real life, and I'm not sure. Anyway, oh, well, that's what I was asking, Richard, is what it had in it. You didn't tell me about that. Crusted bread. Do you know what you can do, Richard, though? If you make them yourself, you could use pork panko. Seriously. And then just use the seasoning that you use for the Jamaican part and leave the sugar out if it has sugar in the mix. You could use allulose or glycine for sweetener because those are healthy. There's a lot of sweeteners that are not healthy, and some like erythritol that will mess with your gut. I use erythritol and it doesn't seem to mess with my gut, but um, I wanted to use the glycine. I just ordered some. I'll have to. It should be here today or tomorrow. I'll let you know how it is. It's not as sweet as sugar, I guess, but that's fine because I don't really need it that sweet. I'll use it in my no coffee latte. So, yeah, but you can use, like, seriously, you can use pork panko if it's just regular breading. And then you could, I have a waffle batter recipe that would work. That would be good. I should try that. I should try breading some meat with, could even bread burgers with the pancake batter. Sweet and low is really poisonous. Blech, really bad. I use stevia, which is lesser of an evil, but I really would prefer the glycine or the allulose. There's a website called Sugar RX, and it's healthier sweeteners, but that's not where I ordered mine. I just ordered it from, yeah, both those, that blue packet and the pink packet, are poisonous. And also, what's the other one? What's the one in the yellow bag? You know what I mean. I want to say Swerve, but that's a more natural. That's the erythritol one, which is, believe it or not, it's a just a plant and it's more natural, but it can give you gut issues. So, anyway, that's the one. Swerve's the one I've been using. But what's the one in the yellow bag? Anyway, it's right on the tip of my tongue. It starts with an S. Anyway, I don't use it because I used it the first time around when it first came out, or anyway, I had never used it and I used it and it made my head immediately feel weird, really weird. So when I buy some eggs, when I go shopping at Costco tomorrow, I'm gonna put an egg in my no coffee latte or foam. My latte still foamed up because of the collagen and the butter. It's really pretty yummy. I'm doing well, Tyler. How are you? I get to go riding tomorrow and I'll go see my son and we're gonna run a couple errands for him and then I'm gonna take him with me to the barn for something to do because I don't have time to take him back up to his house because it's quite a ways the other direction. I'm doing well, Tyler. Thanks. I'm glad you're doing well. So, what else do I have to tell you? My puppy had surgery. Look back at previous video. It says horsey and doggy happenings or something for the title because I had happenings on Saturday, emergency surgery for my dog. I have 3 grown children. They are 31, 29, and 26 or 7. Did she turn 27? She was born in 97. So what is that? Wait, yeah, she was born in 97 because my kids are all 2 years apart. So you're 47. So how many kids do you have, Richard? Do you have kids? So nice. I should go outside. I need to take my dog out now that he's feeling better. I need to take my puppy out and need to go for a walk. Oh, you don't have any kids. Oh, are you married, Richard? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. 2 cats. Sometimes cats are easier to get along with than people. Now, my dog, another story. Actually, cats can be pretty independent and stubborn. I've had some really nice demeanor cats, though. I've had some pretty nice cats in my lifetime. Wish I still had a couple of them, I think, because we live in the country. We have owls and we have coyotes and stuff. And as soon as they went outside, they got et, unfortunately. I have a black cat, an outdoor cat that the neighbors sort of adopted too. So I saw him the other day. He's pretty big guy. He's not doing badly at all. He won't come in my house though because of my dogs. Even if the dogs are gone, he doesn't want to come in. My kids brought him in. My son brought him in the house. Would bring him in the house and then he would hide under the bed for hours and we'd have to fish him out because we thought the dogs were around. I've also had cats that played with the dogs, but not this one. He doesn't. And I think he's kind of a one cat home type of thing, one animal. He's very friendly, very peoply. His cat, his name is Olive. But he's a really good mouser and he enjoys being outside. And I see him all year long and I feed him. I ran out of food recently and I didn't know. It was a hot summer and he's getting older. Since I didn't see him, I kept leaving him food until about a month ago and then I ran out. I'm like, well, I don't know. And I wasn't really sure if he was the one eating the food or if other cats were because there's lots of cats in town. Oh, Richard, I'm sorry. I'm glad you at least have live chat. Mm. You know, having just a couple of really good friends is a good thing. So I pray you will find. I pray that your friends are close and that they're good for you. Sometimes having a lot of friends isn't the best thing anyway. It's good to have just like I have uh, two or three really good friends. And more than that, it's kind of hard to keep up. I know some people have lots of friends, but the Bible says that a man of many friends comes to ruin. That would mean a woman too. And I know why that is. It's because people can influence us in the wrong way. So I found a good friend in 8th grade and we're still friends, and that's my best friend. And she's a horsewoman too, which is nice. So anyway, take a look at my old videos. They're explaining why the dog had to have surgery and why what happened at the barn the other day. And then there is a very important interview that I talked about my whole carnivore journey, why I ended up on carnivore, and everything. And that is an interview with Robyn Herron. And it's you can see both of our um, pictures in the thumbnail because it was a live stream on StreamYard. Pretty cool. It was a good interview. And I was prepared, so I had my whole testimony. There's a few little bits and pieces that I left out just because we didn't have time, but I if you're not already. Only 11 point some percent of my viewers are subscribed. So that's 88 point something that are not um, subscribed. Richard, I used to go to church. I get plugged into a church and end up going for as long as I possibly can, unless God says, no, you're leaving. Um, there was a church we went to for 5 years that God finally said, no, you need to leave. You need to find a better church. And then I found another church and was there for 10 years. And then I left because of some very important reasons. And God led me out of there. Um, and so now I don't go to church because I've shopped and I can't find one that I feel comfortable going to. Just they're way far away and I don't really want to drive 2 hours on Sunday. Do you know what I'm thinking, Richard? I was wondering, I know we need church, but I mean, YouTube Live would be better than nothing, wouldn't it? And so, and I know there's people who can't get out of their house to go to church. And since I haven't found one, we could do like a Bible study. If you would like that, I would like that. I was just thinking of that this morning, that maybe until I find a church to go to, and then even after that, I could still have it on a different day. I actually think that we should meet for church on Saturdays, because that's really the Sabbath. Sunday isn't the Sabbath. But I just go to Sunday church because that's when most Christian churches have their church. Anyway, if there's interest, I just actually was thinking about that anybody who was interested could come and I could have a separate like day. We could start out on Sundays or Saturdays. Guess we could do it whatever day. It doesn't matter. God's good with it whatever day. I'm still sure. My husband died 4 years ago, Richard. It's in my bio actually in YouTube if you want to read about it. But yeah, he died suddenly 4 years ago. Wasn't expected at all. He was 58. So it was tough. So let me know if there's interest in doing a Bible study and having a church fellowship kind of thing here on YouTube. Let me know. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been challenging. There's been a lot of challenges in the last 4 years that I had to deal with alone, and it was hard. So, my house was in shambles because they put an HVAC system in that I had installed after my husband died. And it cost a lot of money, and then they didn't install it right, so it caused water damage. And so then I had to have all that fixed, get a homeowner's claim, then I had to wait for them to pay for the repairs. Anyway, It was crazy, and it was a crazy winter. And then I had broken pipes that weren't, some that weren't covered outside of the house. The ones inside the house were covered because my house wouldn't have been so freaking cold if the HVAC system had been installed properly, but it wasn't. And it got down to 15 below that winter. Tried to keep it warm, but the pipes under the house froze. So it was a bit impossible. Anyway, so let me know if you want to do a Bible study kind of thing. You can wait and decide later if that's something you are interested in. We could do it any day of the week, Sunday, Saturday, whatever day. I do have a writing lesson on Saturday, but it's in the morning, so we could do it in the afternoon. I get up kind of early and go writing. So I'm going to go ahead and go. I need to take care of my puppy. Maybe I'll take you guys out to see my puppy. He's in his crate. So I appreciate everybody joining in. Thank you, and thanks for relating one to another too and encouraging Richard. You're a good encourager. I want to encourage you. Keep being a good friend, and people will come around who need good friends because you could be a really good, you are a really good friend, I'm sure. And if you don't get out of your house much, I don't know why that would be, if it's health reasons or whatever. You can do things by phone. I've done that. I've lived far away from friends that I wanted to stay connected to, and I had a friend who was on bed rest with a pregnancy because she was super sick during that pregnancy, and um, I said, well, would it be helpful? Because it sounds like you don't see very many people that I call you regularly. And she said, yeah, that would be great. So we talked regularly. But Richard, you do well though. You do well relating with people and also giving them comfort. So maybe something by phone or on the lives that you're on. Just keep being an encourager. I'm sorry you suffer from anxiety, Richard. Do you know, I know it sounds like that I think carnivore solves everything, but low carb really does solve a lot of things. And high fat, low carb really helps anxiety because it supports the brain. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I accidentally left my earbud running in my ear last night. And I woke up at 3 realizing that my earbud was still, I was sleeping, but I don't know if I was sleeping as deeply as I should have been. So I'll be praying for you, Richard. Try switching up your diet, Richard. Really do that. I mean, it couldn't hurt. Could only help. Lowering the carbs and see how you feel from that. Because you would be amazed. There's Carrie Mann from Homestead How was very depressed and overweight, and he lost weight, and his anxiety went away in 2 weeks or maybe less. it just left, and his brain got clear, his thinking got clear, and the anxiety went away. And if he accidentally eats something, like he went on a cruise and they had seed oils in things, he thinks, and his anxiety came back and depression. He had to spend a couple days in the room on the ship. So really, I mean, it's worth a try. That's what I'm encouraging my son to do, although he's not taking the advice because he thinks, well, I don't have to lose weight. I'm like, it's not that kind of diet. It's just a way of eating. So think about what you eat, what processed foods are in your diet. It might be wheat. It might be, you know, that's why carnivore is so good because it's an elimination diet. And you eliminate everything except the animal fat and the meat. And then you're better, much better. So, anyway, I'm sorry that you're depressed. I've been there. And with low thyroid, I understand because low thyroid makes you feel depressed because you do it's a fatigue that's beyond comprehension. It's tireder than regular tiredness. And it causes physiological depression. So I get it. No way, no. So that's why I'm trying to fix my thyroid and make it optimal. It's getting better. My tests were better. And I will go over the tests when I go over them with my um, practitioner tomorrow. I will go over them with you guys and let you know what my blood work looks like once I understand it better too. Counseling is good, Richard, especially if you found a good counselor. Just talking it out, even if it's you just using the counselor as a soundboard, because you wouldn't necessarily talk it out and say it out loud unless you had a counselor. So counseling can be good that way. Let me know if you decide to go low carb or change your diet, and if you need any help with it. That would be good. And also, get some exercise. I know it can be really hard when you're depressed and you don't want to go, but you can do things in your apartment or your house or whatever, and then start to venture outside because you need sunlight. You're probably low on vitamin D, and that makes you just depressed too. So get outside in the sun, even if it's just stepping outside of your door and setting a chair out on the porch and sitting there for 15, 20 minutes, you know what I mean? Or more. Anyway, I'm trying to get out more and keep um keep going out even in the cold this winter. Oh, no problem. No problem, Richard. Okay, so I gotta go. Oh, I was gonna show you my dog. If you're here for a few more minutes, or if you need to go, that's fine. But I'll show you my puppy. I don't know, you may have met him on the one of the last live that you were on. I need to put some jeans on. I have shorts on and it's cold. I have a sweatshirt on, but I need it's getting cold out. There he is. And he has to stay in the crate. Hi, baby. Because he eats things that are not. Hi, Brandon. Yeah, I remember you. So he eats things that are not food. So now I have to leave him in a muzzle when he's not in the crate and he's not used to the muzzle because I haven't had it on him since he was younger, and so I'm gonna have to get him used to it again. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, we're just trying to keep him alive and let him be able to be free. My dog didn't even eat his food. What a ding dong. My little dog. My big dog, he's eating. So I'm gonna change my sheets. Like I said, I didn't make my bed because I need to change those sheets. I guess I'll leave this food down and see if he eats it. What a ding dong. Ever since. Get out of my cup, you turd. You drank it all. I actually did a couple lives the other day. Look at my channel. Go ahead and look at my channel because I've got actually an interview that I did on Saturday. And I have another one that I did after that. So I did two that day, Saturday. And then I was going to do one yesterday, but I didn't. It had been about 4 or 5 days. Oh, you have a concert. Okay. So anyway, look at my old videos, and the interview is really good. My plans are going forward. We talked about a lot of things and it was very informative. Oh, you're singing. Nice. Are you tenor, bass, or what? Baritone? You can tell I've been in choir. I'm a soprano. I don't know that I can sing as high as I could before. Brandon, you're alto? That's lower voice women. So you're a tenor. What are you singing? What songs? Do you enjoy it? Sounds like you do. I did. Nice, Brandon. That's great. So is it like a church choir then? We used to sing, we sang a lot of church music when I was in high school, and then and even Italian stuff and Latin stuff. That's fine, Richard. That's great. Okay, cool, Brandon. That's cool. He said the concert is at a church for the replay. So, anyway, yeah, I love singing. And then I've sang a lot in church and on worship teams and in worship choirs and in Easter choirs and Christmas choirs. Nice. You're playing guitar and piano? Wow, you're musical, Brandon. That's great. Sometimes altos sing um, tenor, but I've never heard a tenor singing alto. But there was a woman who had a low enough voice that she sang tenor. They needed more tenor voices. She sang tenor. I'm trying to remember if she sang in all of the songs, if she sang tenor, if she sang alto in some of it. Matthew West? No way. Where, when is this tonight? Matthew West? Matthew West is a Christian singer, for those who don't know. Whoa. That's a great opportunity. I need to start playing piano again. 11 p.m., that's late. Wow. Staying up late in California. Cool. Well, I had better head out. Do subscribe if you have not yet, if you would like. Love it. You mean the Matthew West, right? Isn't that a Christian singer on Christian radio? I don't listen to Christian radio very much. Just because some of those singers are compromising. Sad to say. Wow. So people come that late at night, huh? Anyway, you got me on a topic I like because I love music. So I was learning how to play the banjo, and then I stopped just because I got into other things. And I have a bunch of new piano books that I haven't broken into yet, but that's crazy. Where in California, Brandon? Wait a second. You're not the Brandon Lake. Are you fibbing? Do you have a fake name in here? You're not a troll, are you? Because you're not telling me exactly. Oh, so you are a troll. So this was all a lie? Hmm? Oh, What a waste of time. You're not a troll. I'm trying to get to your profile so I can see. I used to be able to see person's picture closer. All right. Okay. Well, have a good day. I hope you're not lying about who you are, 'cause that's crazy. I mean, it'd be pretty awesome if I had musicians and singers in my chat because I love singing. It would be awesome. But just something about how you said things didn't seem it was right. All right. All right. All right. Have a good one. Have fun at the concert. Okay. Goodbye, everybody.